Alright, I'm in.
Excellent.
Ooh,
Oh shit, I
I'm
still have to
digging
do that
these.
survey thing.
I'm digging these tokens, man. These look cool.
They're sweet, huh? I like them.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
My favorite part is I went through and put in everybody's line of sight for the dynamic lighting, and when doing that, I realized that Gale is the only person out of all 6 of you that has dark vision.
Are you serious? I'm the
Yeah.
only one with dark vision.
Yes.
She's our scout.
You're the tiefling then, yes?
Yeah, I'm a warlock though. I'm squishy as hell.
Same here. I'm like made of tissue paper.
I think the Warforged is gonna be our scout. He's, you know, isn't he the ranger?
I think he's tanky. He is the ranger, yes. And then you have a fighter, a tinkerer. No, you guys have a paladin with you.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me get this
So we have some
pulled up.
tanks. We're not all like, you know, dear God, don't hit me.
No. You got like a half fighter and a fighter. Ranger's not bad. And then a paladin. The paladin will be your tank.
Yeah.
And then 2 very, very squishies.
I'm gonna have to make sure I build my character around being able to tank. So.
Nah, it'll be alright.
You guys should have seen the picture of
say-
Josh I was gonna use for my my token. He wouldn't let me.
You're such a cunt. I hate you sometimes.
What was the picture? Drop
It was-
it into the thing so we can see it.
He's see, I can't. He's got blackmail on me.
Uh-oh.
He's got a picture of me that's very strange. So
Was it a picture of Josh that you were gonna use?
yes. And I drew a wizard hat on him.
This guy. Okay.
See, so I'm not the first person to meet someone else in the group. You know Paul.
That's true.
Yeah.
Barely, because he just became part of the group, so you're barely number 2nd there. Number 2. Aren't you coming to Denver soon?
Maybe, maybe not. Apparently my plans, my knowledge of family plans is like 3 months out of date. So now they're going on a cruise in November that none of the grandchildren are invited on.
Oh.
So it's not gonna be family Christmas next year unless I decide to go out. But maybe 2020.
2020.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm
if
not in
we
the loop.
finish
Family plan.
this fucking campaign with 3 more years, that would make 5 years we've been playing, so we'll have to meet up for the very last session of this campaign. Somewhere.
I'll try and get all of us from like 4 different countries.
Yeah,
in the same room.
we'll figure it out. We'll get everybody in the same room.
Oh hell yeah.
Got a GoFundMe going.
Right?
Start it now.
Okay, so you guys, Brian and Paul, are currently at the Backrain Tavern in Storm's Reach. You guys have been here for not very long. Maybe, Brian, you've been here for maybe an hour or so, and Paul, maybe like 10-15 minutes. You guys are at your own tables, but this bar is packed. There's 13 other guests or so in here. You have a bard kind of playing over at the fire, as it is raining pretty hard outside. You have 4 people sitting at a table drinking, 2 others are dancing, and another group of 5 is leaning over a game of cards, while one old gnome sits in the corner drinking alone.
Now Storm's Reach. I forget, where is that?
You guys are currently on the continent of Zendrick.
Okay.
And Stormreach was the acting capital up until about a year ago when they finally finished rebuilding their new capital.
Okie dokie.
So, as you guys are sitting there kind of looking around, watching everybody, the door does open. And the man who asked you to come and meet him here starts walking through the door, but the hand on the small of her back kind of shoves a hooded person through before him. Gale, go ahead and tell me what your character looks like.
So she is, she's about... Actually, it would be a really good idea for me to pull up my character sheet, and that way I can tell you what I have written down, and that way there's some consistency with this. So I don't think you can tell right away that she's a tiefling. Her horns have been shaved down. Her hair is in one like big thick braid down her back. She's about 5'8", rather slim. She's got most of her skin is covered, but if she pulls back her hood, you can see that her ears, she's pierced the fuck out of her ears. She's got like 6 studs or hoops in each ear. She also has a septum piercing. You don't see her tail right away, but she's wearing kind of more concealing clothes. You know, she's got like long gloves on and stuff. She looks a little bit skittish.
Excellent. As he
And
kind
very young.
of pushes you through the door ahead of himself, and you both come in out of the rain. And it takes both of you guys a second for your eyes to adjust as you both kind of look around the tavern. He immediately spots Brian, gives you a small wave, and you two start heading over to the table. Brian, go ahead and introduce your character.
All right. Sitting at this table, you see Githyanki. He's seated down, so you can't really tell how tall he is, but he does seem rather tall from like where he's sitting, a little taller than average. He's got kind of a lean build. He's got piercings in each ear, more in the left than the right. His hair is really short. It's kind of cropped and disheveled. He doesn't seem to groom the hair. He just kind of wakes up and lets it fall where it rests. And he has a as if he turns his head, you can see a small tattoo on his temple. It's of a crescent shape with a serrated outer edge. And he holds up his hand and waves over at the person he had met earlier and waves him over.
Excellent. As you guys take your seats at the table, this man that you guys have met kind of looks around the room again, and then finally catches eyes with Paul, and he waves you over as you stand up and walk over to the table that they are all now sitting at. Go ahead, describe your character.
So he's kind of an average-looking human. Short, dark black hair, wearing just long robes, kind of skinny, dark, protruding blue veins all over his body, and like milky white eyes.
Excellent. Which, as you come over and sit down, he takes a sigh of relief. Kind of takes his own hood back. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. I guess I didn't even give you my name earlier. It's Jared Sharpfield.
Jared
Sharpfield.
Well, I guess straight down to business then.
Please.
I live in a small farming town just outside the city here, called Tenderbrook. A week ago it was raided by this monster. Pretty big, yellowish skin, carrying a very, very large club. It wrecked 3 houses before picking up 2 cattle and walking off with them. We thought we were alright until 2 days later he came back. We tried to arm ourselves. He killed 4 of our people and took them off walking away. That's when I headed out here.
And you wish for us to kill the beast?
Yes, or stop it, or just get rid of it somehow.
Did it speak to you at all? Did it make any demands, or?
No, it just kind of grunts. It doesn't speak. Very violent creature, not one you would want to get close enough to even have a conversation with.
Did it display any arcane ability? Any ability other than a really big club?
No, just his massive strength. I mean, obviously, a creature that large probably has something arcane in his blood, but I don't know about things like that.
What time of day does the creature show up?
He typically shows up just at dusk.
Which direction does he come from?
He comes from the east on the same path every way. He seems to be, at least before I left, he was working his way just further inward into the town, grabbing what he could and then leaving. Wreckage in his wake.
Has the townsfolk spoke of finding a nest or remains of your cattle?
We are not the kind that are prepared to go chasing after this creature.
Well, shall we then?
Do you anticipate he'll show up again anytime soon?
I left that morning. If he keeps coming back, I can't dare to think.
Okay.
I'm begging you, if you help me kill this creature, I'll pay. We rounded up everything we have. That's 25 gold each.
So we should probably get started.
Yes, let's go.
I'm in. Let's do this.
Leave now, then.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I have a carriage just outside the tavern here. If you, we can ride. It's covered from the rain at least.
Lead the way.
That would be wonderful.
Excellent. With that, a very happy look spreads across this man's face as he stands up really quickly. And you guys depart the tavern. Just outside the tavern, he does have like 2 donkeys hooked to a hooded carriage that he jumps in the driver's seat, which is not covered from the rain, and offers the rest of you the carriage itself, which is covered, but with nothing inside of it.
Nod of thanks, I'll hop in. She
Yeah.
put her hood back up before she left the tavern.
Okay.
I will also hop in and then ask him how long this journey is going to take.
Okay. It's about 20 miles out. It'll take us most of the day to get there.
Okay. I will jump in as well and probably situate myself in like the most protective position, something that allows me to keep an eye out and protect the others.
How are there 2 doors or 1 door to this carriage?
Just one door.
So Temerity's gonna be sitting in the very back with her light, so she can see the door.
Okay. As you guys hop in, he does close the door behind you. You can see the door. You can also see it has little slits where you can see out of it. And he hops in the driver's seat, giving the donkeys a whip, and you guys start to head out. It takes you probably close to half an hour. Stormreach is pretty big, just to reach the border gates of the town, of the city here, and then start heading out.
Well,
Here
since
we
it seems
go.
we'll be working together on this, maybe we should take some time to get to know each other.
Agreed.
My name... I guess I'll go first. My name is Sev'Ren.
My name is Immeth.
Immeth.
Call me Temerity.
Temerity. Impressive name.
So, are you guys from Zendrix, or?
No,
I'm
I just arrived.
I'm from a little farther away, on the continent of Arganessen.
Arganessen, okay.
Yes. You?
I'm from Zendrix, yes. Small village.
Near here or farther away?
Farther out in the wilderness, south of here.
Okay, so you probably wouldn't be familiar with whatever it is we're dealing with.
No. The landscape's as foreign to me as it is to you.
So what skills do you have?
I'm an herbalist. I make potions.
I meant in combat. Unless you can feed it some poison.
While I'm I'm a wizard, you see. I practice the arcane.
Ah. That can come in very useful.
And what of you? I glance at the sword on your back. Do you have a sword on your back?
I do. I have a great sword strung on my back. I do also have I have a great sword. I do have a shield hanging on my side. I'm in chainmail, and I have some javelins on my back as well. And you can tell by the armor that I'm wearing that there are some like religious symbols here and there. But he speaks up. I am a warrior, a paladin, I guess you could say.
You're armed to the teeth. Have you seen combat before?
I have seen my fair share of combat. It is the way of my people to be prepared for war.
Well, that should help.
Temerity's really not saying much. She's just kind of sitting in the back. She's got like this chunk of crystal that she's pulled out, and she's just kind of toying with it. She's a little bit shifty-eyed. She doesn't look like she trusts either of you as far as she can throw you.
Make a history check, please.
Oh boy.
You do not
13.
recognize his tattoos or the symbols that he don't.
What god do you serve?
Tempest.
Do I recognize that name?
No, not where you're from.
Who's Tepis?
Tempest. He is
Put that in
the
chat.
deity of let me look this up really quick, just to make sure. Yeah. He is the god of war and battle. All warriors often cry his name in battle to give them strength.
It definitely eyes you a little bit more carefully now.
And what of you?
Me?
Yes. Do you serve a
What
god?
about me? No. No, I don't serve any god.
What about skills in combat? Considering we're about to be fighting a beast together, it might help us to know what we're capable of so we can come up with a plan.
I agree.
So she's got a quarterstaff with her. And then how do you store a crossbow? Do you just like hang it on your pack?
It can be hung on your pack or your hip, either one.
Alright, so she's got like a light crossbow on her hip, and she's got her quarterstaff. So I can shoot things from a distance. I can also shoot fire. What kind of damage is Eldritch Blast?
Force, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course. So I can shoot arcane energy. I can also create illusions, small ones, if we need to get its attention.
Two arcanists. Alright.
You're in good company.
Yeah. Alright, so looks like I'll be taking the front lines. I'll have you guys covering my back.
I would agree. I'm not much one for physical fighting.
Fair enough.
Temerity looks a little bit scared at the idea of being a frontline fighter.
Don't
She
worry.
doesn't have a lot of armor on. Doesn't look like it'd go well.
Just stay behind me and don't hit me.
Yep. She'll
Agreed.
nod.
So where are you from, Temerity?
Uh, um, fuck, what's that big continent called?
Corvair.
Corvair. That's the one. I'm from Corvair.
Oh, there. Okay. And what brings you to Sendrix?
She looks absolutely terrified for an instant. I didn't want to be in Corvair anymore.
Don't
I-
want to talk about it?
I've had a little bit of experience in Corvair, and I can probably guess why she doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, you could, at the very least, you could assume she ran into the same manner of people that you did.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'll just look at Temerity. I've been there as well, and I'm not too fond of the people there as well, although they're far less fond of me. So I don't blame you if that's why you're here.
She just kind of shrugs a little bit, like she doesn't know what to say. I'm like, yeah.
So, do either of you play cards?
No. But I'm willing to learn.
What kind of card games?
Oh, all sorts of card games. I'll go ahead and get my playing card set out.
Okay.
I can teach you some games if you'd like.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I'll teach him like whatever would be the this world's equivalent of poker would be.
Okay. Poker, no problem.
Oh, poker. Okay.
Yep. So, you guys do pass a few hours playing poker. Perhaps you guys nap for a couple hours even, as you do ride through the night on this bumpy carriage. It's hard to get a good night's rest, obviously, but as the sun begins to rise, you guys all looking out, you start coming to where you see a few buildings up ahead of you. And you guys are coming from this north road up here.
Where?
Up here.
Oh, gotcha.
And he does point out as you guys are coming in, and you can see 3 just completely wrecked farmhouses, and then one a little bit further off in the distance. The beast has taken out even more since I've been gone. He's been back, it looks like.
Does the beast always take livestock?
He just takes anything he can get his hands on, from what I've seen. But it looks as if my theory was correct. He seems to be working his way. This is where he said he came from the east. He looks to be working his way just further into town every time he comes.
He's probably playing it safe at first and just seeing how far he can get.
I wonder what his motivation is. Did it seem like an intelligent creature?
He didn't seem intelligent to me, but I didn't watch him for very long. Of course, I was mostly hiding. We'll see if they know anything from the other attacks. They should be at the general house where we store all our goods for sale. We'll head up there. And he leads the cabin forward, or the carriage forward, down the road and takes you guys to this house here. As he gets off, gives the donkeys an apple each, and opens the back of the carriage so that you guys can climb out.
Temerity puts her head back up before she climbs out.
Yeah, and it's overcast this morning, but it's not raining at this time. It is a little chilly. This is where they should be hiding. Well, they should be in here. And he walks forward to the door and creaks it open slowly. Hello? As he peeks his head in, looking around. It is kind of dark inside. There's no torches or anything like that that are lit. You hear a shout from the inside. Jared? What were you saying, Gale?
I was just seeing if I could see anything.
You can see now that he opens the door wider after that shout. There are a few people kind of crowded around the back of this large warehouse type deal where they store all their crops until they're ready to sell them, which is fairly empty as this time of the year is not the time for harvest. But you can see in there, it looks like maybe 13 people or so and a couple animals. Please, come in, he says to all three of you.
All right, I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. Me too.
Okay. Yep.
And as you guys enter, I found people who could help us. And there are still a couple sleeping, though most seem to have already been awake and getting ready for the day. Now that you guys are in here and walking closer, you can see that it looks like there's nine adults in here. 3 children, there's a couple oxen, a couple horses, a couple chickens. It looks like they've just brought everything of extreme value into here as a kind of safe house. I've brought people that can help us with this beast. I saw the other 2 farmhouses. He's attacked again then. And with that, an older human woman speaks up. Yes, he came a day ago. Tore down the houses. We didn't even try to stop him this time. Took a bit more livestock and just wandered back out. You're here to help us, says one of the children.
Yes. Yes, we are.
You're a warrior.
I'm gonna look at the child, just nod, kind of a small smile. Yes. Yes, I am. What the building they're in? What is it made of? Is it stone, wood, or?
It's mostly wood.
Yeah, he'll probably come crashing through this as well. I'm thinking that to myself.
Right.
And how long till dusk, Josh?
You guys have just arrived, so it's 7, 8 in the morning. So you guys have quite a while.
Gotcha. Okay.
About 12 hours or so.
I'm gonna ask, what was his name? Joseph?
Jared?
Jared, yes.
Yes, it's Jared. Thank you.
Jared, sorry. Where do you think he will strike next? Which building? He attacked from the east, yes?
I guess. And the old lady speaks up once again. He seems to be working his way further inward. That's the problem. This would be the next closest target, but it's also the only place we can store everybody. It's the only place large enough.
Yes.
Well, this.
I was going to suggest we lay a trap with this building. Do you have any oil?
Oil? No.
For lamps? No?
No. We use torches.
You wish to trap him in here and burn the building down?
Yeah.
Burn
like
the
that.
building down?
What you ask of us is not an easy task. Sacrifices must be made.
This is our life.
It shall be a
He's
last
already
resort.
destroyed 4
Stop
buildings. I
him.
thought they hired you to stop
Does
him
he-
from destroying further buildings.
We are here to mitigate the
Is
damage.
there a direction? So okay, are these things like trees there?
Just shrub. So you have a pretty clear field of the whole map here from wherever you are. Not much blocks your view.
Well, we
If
know
we know the
where
direction
hit.
he can come from, we can dig a pit.
Yes, and cover it. Make a trap.
It would mean
I
not
like
burning the
traps.
house or burning the building down.
Apparently.
Well, let's do that then. The pit.
Well,
All right.
that assumes we know exactly where it's coming from. It could change its course. Is there a place we can bottleneck it, like make sure it only walks a certain way?
Is there a bridge right here?
Does he attack people in his path? Like if someone, say, shoots a crossbow at him, will he turn to attack them?
There is a bridge right there, a very small bridge that just leads across that road. As you ask that temerity, the woman does look up. He doesn't seem to be an intelligent beast. Yes, it's anything that gets his attention is what he immediately goes after.
Okay, that
So
could
we stand on the
easily.
far side of the pit and get his attention.
Sounds good. I assume he comes from this area, right? This road down here?
Yes, down the road every time. I can show you his tracks if that would help. They're all over up there.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
And with that, they do lead you out, the older lady and Jared. And they lead you to a couple of the crumbled farms where you can see they were also built out of like minor pieces of stone, but mostly wood. And they've just been completely crushed, like fucking Godzilla walked through here. As they lead you up to the actual road, you can see his footprints. These are pretty fucking massive footprints. Like one of the footprints is probably half of Temerity's body size.
Jeez.
Oh.
You can guess his club that you've been told of, just his feet were probably enough to crush most of these buildings.
Oh shit. Okay. We'll need a large pit. Is everyone in your village fit to dig?
Yes, we can definitely dig. We're not much of fighters, but
Okay.
So we did.
he did come a day and a half ago. It seems he's coming every 2 days. He will be here this evening. If he continues by the same schedule.
We have
Okay.
12 hours then. Do you think you can dig a pit? How tall did you say he was?
He's and she looks back towards the mill house. He's a little taller than that, which a little shorter, I guess. The mill house is about 16 feet high.
So, Josh, quick question. I have to prep my spells, yes, on a long rest. Are they already prepped? Are we just assuming?
Yeah. We would assume
Okay.
you would have some prepped.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess his head would probably come right near the top of the mill house there.
Okay, so about
So
15.
we build a
16,
pit 20 feet deep.
and 20 by 20.
By 20?
I think so.
All right.
If we all work together, we should be able to get that dug by the evening.
Okay. You
And those
heard
are
you
connected.
heard him, Jared. Go get the rest of them. Shovels. We need shovels.
And those who can't dig, I mean, so you said these were all scrub.
Yeah.
Do you have canvas and cane or something we could use to cover the top?
We do have some canvas. Yes.
So after it's done, we take take the canvas, cover the top, and then shovel some dirt over it so that it looks the same. Or hold on, let me see how much good minor illusion does. It must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. Oh, maybe not.
Could still be helpful, like creating like an illusion of a bush over like where the
Yeah.
gap is.
It's not very smart, right?
Yeah, and especially if you put someone on the other side, like waving a crossbow or doing something, then probably won't be paying much attention to the path.
I do want to say, because I forgot to earlier, not because of anything that you guys are currently planning, but I should have said this at the opening. This campaign is going to be no easier than the last one.
Oh, God damn it.
Not that anything you're planning is wrong, but I do I should have said that at the
There's
at
a
the start.
very real risk of dying.
Yes, yes.
It would be
Okay.
really embarrassing if we die in session 0. Though.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. Yeah.
Just for that, and yeah, going forward. At least you guys are planning now and not drinking. So I mean, you're doing something. I would just figured I would mention that.
Good to know.
We know what happens.
I
when
have
we don't
still,
plan.
at the very minimum, doubled the challenge ratings that you guys are supposed to be fighting. So.
Oh, excellent.
So,
How?
As we know, when we don't plan, the paladins die.
just throwing that out there, but yeah, you guys can continue.
Oh, great.
one-
Yeah,
Sev'Ren.
the paladins die. Oh, this is fantastic.
Well, we're planning, so hopefully the paladin won't die.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we didn't do any planning before we tried to go after what's his face.
Mhm.
Frickin' Ice Club.
Yeah.
We both
Alright.
go with our paladins in one session. That was fun.
All right. So we dig a pit, cover it up. Are we gonna put anything underneath? Like, could we create some
some spikes.
some spikes? Yes.
Will we have time?
Have the children fashion spiked poles.
Ooh.
Yeah, we could do that.
So they've gathered everybody at this point, shovels in hand, explained what you want the children to do. Spiked poles.
Yes. We're gonna put them at the bottom of the pit, so when we lure the beast over here, it falls in, impales itself.
I see. The older woman will stay with the children and help them craft correctly.
Josh, while we're waiting during the digging, can I cast mage armor and then take a short rest? It's an 8-hour spell, I think.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. Is that where you guys want your pit?
So that was gonna be. I have the question mark there. Or I would if it drew.
I see it. It's just dark.
There we go. So
Go-
is everyone good with that look? Because if he's coming from the road, like I don't want to put it too much further up there in case he suddenly like aborts, like it suddenly tries to go just this way and doesn't take the road.
That's sorry.
Oh.
Looking off in that direction, like, what do I see? Are there mountains, a forest, or?
Out towards the east, it does go into a forest, and then you do see some hills. They're not mountains, but large hills beyond the forest.
Okay.
All right,
So-
let's start digging.
All right.
I'll mark
Okay.
out the boundaries and then.
Okay. Both of you give me strength checks, please.
Oh no!
Yay.
Oh no!
Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Temerity is fucking like, plowing, like
on
she's
it.
doing the work of like all of the other 9 villagers together, like just fucking killing it.
That -1 to strike.
Yeah, so you guys do dig out the pits. You do notice probably like 45 minutes into the digging, Immeth does step up. You see him kind of, some arcane come from his hand over his body, and he sits down and just kind of starts watching you guys dig.
I don't think Temerity even notices, man. She's focused. She's on the zone.
Hey, if you're just gonna sit there, could you do me a favor and keep an eye out in that direction in case he shows up early?
Absolutely.
As he
I shall do you this favor.
starts packing his pipe, a smile on his face. Just make a perception check for me, Immeth. No problem. He
What is in that pipe?
As he says that, he kind of like loads up his pipe and then like lays so he's looking straight up into the sky, just relaxing. But that'll give you your short rest for an hour.
Wait, so does short rest recover a spell? Or is
For
that long rest?
Wizard,
Oh,
it should be written down, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Wizards on a short rest recover half their level in spell slots.
Rounded up, I would assume. So you recover one spell.
Okay,
Which
good.
I think Mage Armor is.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, you do get your rest. I'll say, how deep are you wanting this pit?
20.
20 feet. I will say about 8 hours or so into the digging. The children and the old woman have fashioned some mighty fine spikes. They've also started fashioning, they're almost complete with the canvas and canes to put over the top of it. But you guys have dug out the perimeter of this pit, and you're only about 10 feet deep so far.
So it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, right around there.
It
So
comes
it
at
connects-
dusk.
Yep.
How long do you guys have?
It'll get dusk. You guys reckon you probably have about 3 more hours? You're not going to be able to dig all the 20 feet all the way down.
Okay, this can probably be sufficient for now. We should probably get the spikes in and this cover it up.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And we'll just make sure to hit it with as many ranged attacks as possible when we lure it in.
Before he gets out.
Yep.
I'll say another hour or so, and you can get the spikes planted in the ground, the canvas over the top. Who's doing this? So who's planting the spikes in the ground? First of all,
I'll do the spikes.
make an
Yeah, it's gonna
intelligence
be
check for me.
Check, not me.
I need an
Intel-
intelligence. Yes, please.
Intelligence check.
Yes,
Oh.
please.
Can I help him? With like saying maybe that one should go there.
I'll lower the DC just because with your background, you're not an expert trap maker either. So I'm not going to let you give him advantage, but I'll lower the DC as you kind of look over what he does.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, God.
Okay. You do manage to get the spikes implanted in the ground. And it comes time to go ahead and put the canvas cane covering over the top. Who's doing this?
I'll do that.
I'll do the. Okay.
It's going to take 2 people, so I need 2 people to make strength checks and 1 person to watch. Who's watching?
I'll
If
do,
it's
I'll
strength
do,
checks, I will watch.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'll do strength. Yeah.
Okay, well I have a -1 to strength, so if someone has worse than that.
Same.
Oh god.
So it doesn't matter. I'll do it. I'll help.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 strength checks, and whoever's watching, I need an intelligence check.
Okay.
2 strength checks.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So that crit doesn't count, because I needed the strength checks from each of you. But,
Oh,
yeah, so you guys, with the help of the villagers, do manage to get it over. And as you're placing it in, it's about to, like, tilt in to where it wouldn't work at all and be obvious. But, Temerity, you're able to, standing back a little bit, position them exactly into place and help them, telling them where to go, get it perfectly over the top. You guys are able to throw some dirt over the top of it, and it looks completely nondescript. It looks like part of the road.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
And then I'm gonna take 4 smaller sticks.
Okay.
And then just kind of like stick them in the road at the corners so that we know where it is.
Okay.
Good idea.
To all the villagers, quick question: do you have any weapons of any kind, preferably ranged ones?
We had a bow, but he
had a-
took it when they killed our last party when we tried to fight him ourselves.
Okay. That's
We
it? That's all you have? No spears? No.
We had a sword also, but the 4 fighters we had are the ones we sent out, and he killed them all
Okay.
and took their corpses with him.
Are any of you good at throwing rocks? Are there rocks around?
There are, yeah, like a good variation of rocks around, but they all kind of look nervously at each other, which at this point the old woman steps up. We're not fighters, you see. I think it would be better if we hid while you did this.
No, you're right. I was just hoping to get a few more extra weapons in there, but
I
I would be
completely
fine.
understand it. Like I said, or like Jared told you, the fighters we did have, or as close to a fighter as you could come, we already sent them out.
All right.
The rest of you should spread among the buildings not near the river. There's no guarantee we will be able to keep the beast from that building.
Okay. With that, they'll probably store the large animals in here, and then the other two will spread out among the remaining two smaller farmhouses. At this point, you guys probably have 30 minutes or so left. You're imagining before actual dusk comes.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and whip out my shield and get one of my javelins at the ready and try and position. Where should we hang out until he shows up?
Where do you reckon we could hide? That's like the closest.
Some of these shrubs are
He's
like
going to be big.
are fairly large. Like if you laid down in them, you could probably hide.
Could I
Okay.
shoot a crossbow from that position?
From laying down, you'd be at disadvantage, but yeah.
What's the range on your ranged weapons?
Eldritch Blast. So my arcane shot is 120 feet,
Okay.
and then I have a light crossbow, so that's 8320.
And what about you? What's your name? Immeth?
Immeth.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have ranged weapons, but magic missiles 120 feet.
How about any cantrips?
Let's see. Yes, about 120 feet for that as well.
Okay, so you two can stay fairly far away and pelt it. I will stay relatively close. I'll be hiding right around here.
I'm gonna hide right here.
I'm gonna try and let's see here.
So the 80-120, right? If you're above 80, you're at disadvantage. If you're going to be trying to laying down and shoot anyway, you're going to be at disadvantage. So you could go to the 120 unless you're planning to stand up at some point and start popping off shots. But it's not going to add a further disadvantage being further away.
So my plan was to do a minor illusion right in front of the pit, but the problem is the range on that is 30 feet.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think we'll need that, right? Maybe?
I'd rather
Hopefully.
not risk it, because especially if it's really easy to off-road, then I don't want him seeing this and then just going like that,
Yeah.
completely missing it.
Um,
So
maybe when we see it coming, maybe put an illusion like at the opposite, like near you, but in a direction
okay.
that, like of a pig or something that would lure it.
Oh.
I get a 5-foot cube. So what I could do is make a gnome or something, like right here. So if he's here, then it would be within that, and then shoot my crossbow bolt as my fantasy gnome shoots his crossbow bolt. Because if he's dumb, he won't notice that it's not coming from the right angle.
Sounds good.
I like it.
I'm gonna get one of my javelins at the ready and put my shield on.
Okay. So you're readying a javelin. Temerity, you're
Actually,
readying minor illusion?
I'm readying minor illusion.
Okay.
And then I'll just do Eldritch Blast after that instead then, because then I won't have disadvantage.
Okay. Immeth, are you readying anything?
Just firebolt.
Okay. Stealth checks, all three of you, please.
Not good at this. Oh!
No, no.
God.
Are you at disadvantage there, Sev'Ren? Well, what armor are you
Nope.
wearing?
Oh, what am arm? Oh, chainmail.
Uh,
Is that disadvantage?
I don't remember. Let me double check.
Does
I
it
know
matter?
it is.
Yeah, there's always a
Could always get a
nat
nat
one,
one.
man. Yes, you do have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Ah, damn.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm not still.
So as you guys do wait, it starts getting darker and darker, and at this point, both Immeth and Sev'Ren, it is getting kind of hard to see out here. Absolutely no ambient light by any means, but you do still have a shred of sunlight, as you do hear and kind of trying to peek out from your hiding spots. You do see what appears to be 13 to 14 feet tall, huge club, bigger than your whole body, Immeth. Disheveled, nasty-looking hair, a huge sack over one of his shoulders. What you guys have I mean, Immeth definitely, and Sev'Ren, you guys definitely know what this is. This is an ogre. As he starts trumping towards, right down the road, straight towards your pit.
So I'll go ahead and cast. So if he's right there, then I'll go ahead and cast it like 30 feet, like over here. Then
Okay.
make sure that it's directly opposite the pit.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, and it does appear. I assume you guys are holding your attacks until it falls into the pit?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So as that illusion appears, Sev'Ren, you're trying to get a better look at it, and you step on one of these, this bush, and it just like, you step on the wrong part of it, where you break like 9 branches all the way down. And he immediately snaps his head up, seeing both the illusion and you, Sev'Ren. Go ahead and make a performance check for me, Temerity.
oh boy. Well, if I've already cast that, then can I use thaumaturgy to help me in my performance?
You cannot. This is to see how appetizing your gnome looks. Okay.
Ooh.
Sev'Ren, seeing you and then looking back at this gnome that you can tell is illusory from your position as it's kind of dancing around. His head snaps back to the gnome, and he starts charging forward. He makes it there, and then here, and then falls straight into your guys' pit. Just as soon as he puts like the way you guys put the covering on was wonderful. He gets 1 foot on it. You guys are kind of nervous it's going to break under his feet before he actually gets on there, but it holds. And his second foot straight in the middle of this giant trap. And he just, most of him disappears. His top 5 feet sticking out as you hear the spikes underneath, just the same noise as the snapping noise as though you stepped on a twig, just as he falls into the pit. Go ahead and make your surprise attacks for me.
Alrighty.
So could I do an Eldritch Blast at him now again, or
No,
Just
this is just
that.
for your guys'
Uh,
held rounds there.
God, bad roll.
Okay, a 9 does not hit as you were aiming for his whole body, but you catch the front side of the pit, Immeth, and it just kind of sprays dirt back into his face, and he yells out with rage. Sev'Ren, getting your...
Would Immeth get advantage because he didn't know he was there?
Because he's hidden? Yeah, he would. Go ahead. Immeth.
Oh. Go.
And so, or Sev'Ren, you would not, because he definitely knows you were there.
Sweet.
So that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. As a firebolt lashes across his face, and he still screams out. Sev'Ren, preparing your javelin, you go to throw it, and his scream from that firebolt scratching across his face trips you up for a second, and like throwing it, you throw off balance, your foot's still stuck in this shrub brush, and you fall prone, your javelin flying God knows where.
God damn it.
At this point, I need all of you to please go ahead and roll initiative. Paul, before you roll initiative,
Oh, too late.
next time,
Okay.
you need to click your token.
Oh, gotcha.
So go ahead, click your token, and roll it again.
See my high initiative rolls continuing on to the next campaign.
God damn, I'm starting this campaign with like a whole bunch of low rolls. Like, damn.
Let's get them all out of the way now. Oof.
Ouch.
I don't like that.
Okay. Perfect. So with that, as that firebolt rings across his face, he is going to go ahead and try to use his movement to get out of this stupid hole that he somehow has found himself in. And with a 21, he does manage to climb right out and is going to start charging the illusory gnome. And it takes a swing, which swings right through the gnome there. Oh.
Can I make the gnome try to like dance out of the way?
Yeah, make another performance check.
Did he take damage
boy.
from the spikes or no?
He does not seem to. As you see him climb out, like his feet, you don't see any blood trails or anything like that.
Gotcha.
That's an 8. It's probably not.
So yeah, he does swing straight through it and looks confused for a second, but that is going to be his turn. Immeth, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let's see. Oops. Move like 30 feet up here, and then cast Firebolt again.
Okay. That also hits.
Nice.
As this one, as he's taking a second swing at this weird gnome, catches him straight in the face, and he, looking up, now notices you also, and screams out with rage. Anything else, Immeth?
No, that'll do it.
Temerity.
Getting the hell out of Dodge. So I'm gonna move me my full 30 feet back. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna get to here because I don't want to, try and hit around Immeth. So I'm
Okay.
gonna get to here, and then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast, and then I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
Whoops. Oh man, I'm not used to like hitting with.
Right.
Oh, hold up. No, it's in my. Is it? It's not in my. It's not in my attacks. Shit. All right, I'll fix that. What does it do? All right, so it's my attacks. My attack bonus is 5, so that's a d20 plus 5. So that's a nat 1.
Yeah, it does kind of fly right over his head as you're a little nervous at this being one of your first large encounters here.
Alright, so I'm just gonna move that way.
Okay. Sev'Ren, what would you like to do? This beast is now towering over you, was swinging at this little dancing gnome, but now has his full attention focused on Immeth.
Would I provoke an opportunity attack if I got out of his range?
No, he's not engaged with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I'm still prone, aren't I?
You are still prone.
Alright. In that case, I'm going to stand up, get another javelin out, and is he close enough that I can just straight up attack him, or do I still have to throw it?
No, you can straight up attack him if you would like.
Alright, I'll go ahead and attack him with my javelin.
Okay.
Still have a couple of those. Please hit.
A 22 does hit as you stand up from prone using half your movement. You are now engaged with him. And just stabbing out, getting a good chunk of his leg there as he roars out in pain, his attention completely switching to you.
Alright.
Anything else?
Just got my shield up,
Okay.
ready
Excellent.
to see if I can take a blow.
He does go ahead and swing out at you for a 22 to hit.
Oh my god, yes.
You do take 10 bludgeoning damage there as he slams into you. You just feel all the wind knocked out of your body. You're pretty sure he definitely broke at least one rib as he cocks back, going to swing again.
Oh god.
Immeth.
Dude, this would be with one hit.
Let's see. I'm gonna run up there. This is probably a poor decision, but I'm gonna run up there and then cast Witch Bolts.
Which in 18 does hit.
Okay, and then
for 8 more lightning damage, this one catching him in the neck as you raise your hand and quickly fire out a large blast of arcane magic, and his attention, as he was going to swing for Sev'Ren, shifts back to you. Temerity.
Move. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Let's see here.
We just have to keep his attention.
An 18 does hit.
That should be plus 5.
Instead of plus 3.
Not 2. Oh, because I. Alright, yeah, no, I know what happened. Alright, so that's a 20 actually, but it hits anyway, so whatever. So that's 7 damage.
Okay. This blast, as he's reaching up, swinging down, you do blast from arcane magic from you, catches him like straight in his underarm as he's raising it to swing at Immeth, and he screams out, complete rage at this point, dropping his large sack behind him, eyes focused completely on you, Temerity. Anything else?
Grabbing that chunk of crystal, and she's like, okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Sev'Ren.
Okay. He's not... Am I still engaged with him?
You are technically still engaged with him, yes.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm down to 2 hit points. This sucks. I don't
Maybe
want
we'll go back and help her since we left.
Yeah, we probably should have asked about that.
Can I just yell to Sev'Ren, like, hold tight? I'll get you out of there.
Yeah.
Are they...
As he like kind of coughs and blood starts coming out of his fucking mouth from this huge hit he took.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take the dodge action.
Okay.
So, hopefully reduce his chances of hitting me.
Yeah.
And, I'll just kind of... I don't know what else to do. Moving would just provoke an attack, so...
Okay.
I'll just stay
Could you
there.
move next to Immeth?
Yeah, I could do that. That way we can, aid each other, possibly.
Okay, you take the dodge action, move forward next to Immeth. He's going to charge straight the fuck through you, his eyes solely focused on Temerity there. Go ahead and make... are you trying to stop him?
No.
No.
Okay, so you just dodge out of the way as he charges straight through you and it gets to about right there. Just out of range.
Oh my god. Temerity shrieked.
He is going to go ahead and throw his great club at this point.
Oh, no.
Which will be a -6 to hit, so that's a 12.
My armor class is 11.
Okay.
Oh!
That is going to be 7 bludgeoning damage as it just catches you like in the chest and rings up to your face, like you trying as you see black spots through your vision everywhere to stay conscious as this great club kind of flies after it hits you up and over your head behind you. But that is going to be his turn. Immeth.
Is a scroll a bonus action? I'm guessing probably not.
No, a scroll is usually an action.
Fuck. My friends are dying.
Just keep killing him.
Just keep killing him?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
6 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet away and cast Firebolt.
Okay. You did have Witch Bolt still up.
Yeah, but I'm out of range.
Okay, cool.
It's only a 30-foot range.
The 22 does hit as he, from the back of his head, you see it like flash and completely tear off his right ear, cauterizing the wound straight behind it as it goes. But he screams out, turning his attention focused on Sev'Ren once more,
Oh, no.
as he does not know quite who flung that from behind. Temerity.
Oh shit. 30. Back up another 30 feet.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have his club now, does he?
He does not. You're standing right about near where it is. Like you're almost on top of it.
Would it be an action to drag it back with me?
An action and you'd be at half speed. That's a heavy fucking club. It's like as big as you, and weighs slightly
In that
more.
case, I'm going to ignore it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna do Eldritch Blast again. Hopefully, hit him and Although actually, nah, I don't know if he's that dumb.
Which I do need. Never mind. You're good. Go ahead. I lied.
Okay. Eldritch Blast. Shit. Only that hits.
Sorry, I added all kinds of new music and didn't adjust the volumes beforehand. 9 does not hit, as it kind of blasts straight over his head.
Does he count as flanked?
He does not count as flanked, as Sev'Ren did not engage with him, but took the dodge action instead.
Okay. Nope, that's fine then.
Okay, excellent.
I'm just gonna start yelling at him then.
Okay, he seems fully focused on Sev'Ren as you start screaming out, and he's pretty sure Sev'Ren just blew his fucking ear off. Sev'Ren, what would you like to do?
Actually, I kind of like that they are doing more damage than I am, and he's got. I'm gonna just take it to dodge action again.
Okay.
'Cause that really seems like the best option right now.
Okay. Which leads us to him, and he is going to swing down at you with his hand, just trying to like crush you with his big fucking fist. At disadvantage, that'll be -6, is going to be an 8.
That misses.
As he just boom right next to you, and his fist, like this is pretty hard compacted dirt where you're standing. You would know because you dug it earlier. Yet his fist sinks a good like 1.5 feet into this dirt as he raises it back up. Temerity, like he has his ear is missing, and then he just has large, big burn marks across him. He's not bleeding very much because you guys haven't done much of that kind of damage, but he looks very angry and somewhat injured.
Okay.
Immeth.
I'm gonna move 30 feet that direction and cast Firebolt again.
Okay. 13 does hit. Go ahead, roll damage. As this time it catches him just straight in the chest, and he looks up, eyes locked on you, breathing heavily, and then just looks back down at Sev'Ren at this point.
Oh no.
Anything else?
How far can I throw
What?
my scroll?
Just, like, you could throw as hard as you can, and wind depending, maybe 3 feet, unless you fold it into like a paper airplane first.
Well, it's like a wooden scroll, right? It's not. It's just paper.
No,
I thought-
it's just paper. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Not unless you can do like fold it into a paper airplane really quick and then
Right.
Never mind. That'll be it for me.
Okay. Temerity.
Oh, unseen servant can't attack. Damn.
Mm.
I was gonna really fuck with him. How far away from him am I? Because I'm definitely going to Eldritch Blast him again. Yeah, I'm far enough away. I'll just Eldritch Blast him again.
Okay.
So 21
Nice.
to hit.
21 does hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Another
For
8 force.
force damage. This one hits him in the side of the head as he's like raising up both fists to try to crush Sev'Ren again. And he like falls sideways, like sticking out his hand just in time to not completely fall prone sideways, and lifts himself back up, roaring as like you guys have to cover your ears as just spittle is flying everywhere, and his voice rocks through this whole farm. Anything else, Temerity?
God come and get me. She doesn't sound super convinced that she wants that to happen.
Sev'ren.
If I were to like drop my shield and javelin and draw my great sword, would that be like a bonus action?
Yeah, I'll let you do that for a bonus action, because dropping is free, and then a bonus action to draw out. Or it's completely free, I believe, to draw a new weapon. As long as you're dropping your shield and javelin to the ground, and not putting them away.
Alright, fuck it, let's do this. I'm gonna drop them both, and I'm gonna whip out my great sword and I'm gonna swing at him with that.
Okay. A 15 does hit.
Come on.
Sev'ren, as you cock back with your greatsword, how would you like to do this?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, thank you. Alright, so she kind of knocked him over a little bit. So
Yeah, like she hit him from the side, and like his whole body went with it, and he like caught himself on one arm trying to push himself back up standing.
And yeah, as he comes down, that's when I bring the great sword up and I just cut a huge gash in his neck.
Yeah, so you, as he's coming back up, you just swing, and the tip just rings straight across his neck, almost beheading him as like 3/4 of his head comes off, like nearly headless Nick style. The rest kind of flops backwards, and he stands straight up, like showering you in blood, like you're fucking soaking wet at this point, and he stands there for like 10 seconds, your sword ready, and he falls backwards. Dead on the ground. You guys are out of initiative.
With that, I'm gonna use 5 points of lay on hands on myself.
Okay.
I'm just gonna yell over, "Are you alright?"
As he kind of turns around, and like, you can't even see his facial features, as it's just like, it looks like he dipped his face into like fucking a vat of red paint. It's just completely covered.
I'm okay.
Do you need a cloth?
What'd you say?
Do you need a cloth?
Probably.
Alright, I'll get you one.
Thank you.
Temerity is leaning on her quarterstaff and using it to stay upright because she's got a couple cracked ribs at this point.
Yeah, that fucking hurt. You definitely think you have a concussion, a couple cracked ribs, still in searing pain from that hitting you.
I'm also gonna ask Temerity if she's alright.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
As he takes a hit of his pipe.
I'm just gonna say we should go find the villagers. Or should we loot the body? I feel like you need bed rest.
I'm gonna loot the body really quick.
Okay, on the body itself is a loincloth and nothing else. His sack is a little bit further behind him, back where he dropped it when he's freaking out by the pit.
Well, so far one cloth I could use to wipe myself down with, but I don't think I want to use that one.
Can I?
I'll
go
go
ahead.
find the sack.
Okay. What are the
Temerity's trying
other
to bring
two do?
over the.
Can I?
Yeah, I'm going over to the sack as well.
Okay, are you bringing the club with you, did you say?
I'm trying.
Make a strength check and tell me what it is, please.
Oh no. The emphasis on trying, that's a 3.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I did a save, sorry.
Yeah, but it's the same
same.
for...
It's the same.
Okay, you pick it up and like try dragging it forward, and in like a minute you move it maybe like 2 feet and decide it's probably not gonna happen. Your fucking ribs hurt too bad. It's heavy as shit. It's like solid mahogany fucking wood.
Yeah, I drop it and just go look at the sack.
Okay. Immeth, what are you doing?
Can I dump out one of my inkwells and then like fill it with ogre blood?
I'm gonna say, since you you are an alchemist, yeah? Herbalist?
Yes.
Okay.
An
Yeah, I'm gonna
herbalist,
say you
yeah.
probably have a few empty vials on you.
Okay.
I need you to go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to try to get a bottle full of good blood that's not tainted with dirt or gith skin.
4.
It's not that hard. As he's like, you just stick it in his neck, your whole hand, and then just kind of try to fill it up. You get about half a bottle worth.
Okay.
In the bag, you guys find, as you start pulling stuff out, who's pulling the stuff out here?
I'll grab it.
You pull out 3 copper pieces.
I think I'm a Johnny come lately here.
Wait, what?
3 copper pieces.
3 copper pieces?
Kind of hand them out to Temerity as you go. This bag is like 3 times the size of you. Kind of reach in a little bit further, and then you grab something. And you're like, oh, what is this? Feels weird. And you pull out a human head.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna toss that aside.
Okay, keep going. You hear some jingling. You do manage to pull out 9 silver.
Okay.
Keep going. You do pull out. I lost my spot here. 8 gold also. Grabbing in further, you immediately regret doing so as you just like grab and pull, and it's just a huge hunk of some kind of rotten meat.
And the rest of that body.
You do find a short bow and a short sword.
Ooh.
Along with 2 arrows. You imagine these are probably the ones the villagers lost.
Okay.
You do hear a couple things clacking together, pulling out. You see 2 horse hooves that are kind of like tied together with big chew marks on them.
Okay.
Pulling out further, you see tied together very jankly with string. It seems to be like a fucking huge necklace made out of human bones. And then behind that, as you reach further in, you do find a small little like hand-carved wooden box.
Any like carvings in the box or anything, or is it just a simple box?
Just a simple box.
All right.
Here we go again.
All right, I'll see if I can open it.
Yeah, it opens right up, and inside you see 3 odd-looking stones. One bright red, one like is completely flat, like it'd be the perfect skipping stone, and it's a light blue color. And then one that looks like it has a bunch of gold specks in it, but it looks like a normal rock.
What did you
Oh,
find?
the red one.
I found some really pretty rocks, some gold, silver, copper, and a whole bunch of like body parts from various creatures.
Is the red rock orb shaped?
Is it?
The red rock is like oval shaped, kind of,
Can I move over there
but
and
it has
like
depth to it.
see if they look magical at all?
Yeah, make a. Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Make an Arcana check for me, and let me know what it is.
It's 23.
Yeah, you do recognize 2 of the rocks. You recognize the light blue one and the red one. You recognize the red one as a fire charge. It can be used as like a arcane bomb of sorts. Using a command word, it'll explode in a big fiery explosion, or it is sometimes used in creating items. The light blue rock is a jumping stone that when held is also a one-time use that just lets you jump really far. You don't recognize the third, the shiny gold rock.
Gotcha.
So what are
How
they?
shall we? They're magical items. There's a firebomb and a jumping stone and that one's just shiny.
Huh.
You do know it's radiating magic, you just don't know what it is.
It is magic.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is magic, you just don't know
It
what
is
it is.
magic.
Okay. I suppose we can hold on to these for now. Maybe get that third one identified later.
I'm gonna poke the gold one.
As you do poke it, like just touching it, you feel kind of magical energy rush through you, and you feel like almost lucky for a second until you pull your finger back away.
I'd like to pick up the blue one.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask Immeth. You said this one's a jumping stone?
Yes, we'll help you, but only once.
Only once. Interesting.
Can Immeth like pick up the red one and just say, "Should we 1 stone per person?" Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'll take the gold one then.
Okay. Add 1 gold rock to your inventory. It'll have to be identified because spending a short rest with a 1-use item, you would use the use to find out what it does. So.
Mine's a fire stone or a fire bomb.
Yours is a fire charge, so it's used in crafting,
Charge.
and it also does this. Yours, Sev'Ren, is a jump stone, which he could tell you what it does, and that's what it does.
Bonus action, teleport anywhere you can see it. Oh,
That's good.
I like that. Okay. And then divvy up the cash.
Yeah. I'll just take what? How many pieces of gold do we
It was
have?
8 gold, 9 silver,
So
and
3
3
silver.
copper.
Yeah, 3 silver and 1 copper each. The 8 gold we'll have to divvy up.
I'll just take 2 gold and call
2
it
gold?
good.
Okay, I'll take 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take 3 as well. I'm not gonna argue. Marty's not gonna argue with 3 gold.
Okay.
We were the ones that took damage.
That's true.
All right. I suppose the short bow and sword, the weapons, we can probably take back to the villagers. It seems to belong to them. I'm gonna go searching for that javelin that I had lost in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, just make a investigation check for me.
How dark is it outside now?
It's pretty fucking dark. Like, you guys are having trouble seeing anything. You cannot find it right now, Sev'Ren, unfortunately.
I'll wait till the
Would
morning.
I see it looking around since I have dark vision?
Also make an investigation check, please.
Can I also help?
Yeah. Temerity, looking around as these two are like fumbling around in the dark, almost like tripping over themselves. You do see it like jammed in part of the pit, so it did fly into the pit and it stuck itself in the side and is like mostly buried with dirt. So you're able to go retrieve it for him.
Thank you.
Sev'Ren, is this yours?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'll give it back to him. I can't use it.
Thank you.
Shall we return to the villagers?
Yes. And let's rest for the evening. So,
Please.
yeah, I'm hurting.
Please.
You guys head back to the farm. You're able to get everybody back together. They're all very grateful and actually offer you like one of the whole farmhouses for you 3 to just rest in, as they're going to rest in the mill for the night and start rebuilding tomorrow. Jared kind of walks up to you guys. Thank you so much for doing this.
No problem, Joseph.
We do have your rewards. Let me go get them. And he kind of runs off. Talks to the old lady for a second. And then runs back, handing Sev'Ren a sack, Temerity a sack, and then he hands you the 3rd sack, Immeth.
Look inside. Is it 25 gold?
You see 27 gold in your sack.
What do I see in mine?
You see 20 gold in your sack. Temerity, you also have 27.
How much gold do you guys get? I'll just put it in my sack and
Okay.
I like,
call it good.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything because like 2 extra gold pieces. I'm not gonna argue. And if I didn't realize that he doesn't have 27,
Yeah.
I don't think I would have realized
I
that
wanted
it got dealt unfairly.
Well, please sleep in our farm.
thank you.
With that, you guys are able to get a full long rest, waking up in the morning. feeling proud about what you did. I mean, that's definitely a hell of a beast to conquer. What would you like to do?
I would have. I would assumed I would have given back like their weapons that they had lost, the sword and Sherpa already.
Okay, yeah, they would have been very
No, there was
grateful.
a head as well. There was a head.
A head?
There was a head in the back.
Oh my. Oh my. Okay, we'll bury it. We'll make sure it gets a proper burial.
Okay, I just thought you should know.
Thank you. Jared will also approach you in the morning after they gave you some meager breakfast that they had on them. I can take you back to Storm's Reach if it would help. I'd ride in the carriage back.
I think we would appreciate that.
Yes.
Well, like before he showed up, I would have said something along the lines of, "I want to go see where the ogre's nest was."
I'm curious as well. I wonder if it had like a family or if it was feeding like others.
Oh no,
I
just
will
wanna
go
see
with
where
you.
the rest of the loot is.
Okay. Are you guys gonna set out on foot? Go for a hike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we can
we
borrow
can
the
follow the
carriage.
track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to risk,
It's up to you guys.
like, if we don't know where we're going necessarily, do we really want to risk this village's one carriage?
Valid point. Okay, we'll go on foot.
Okay. You guys do head out, following the tracks out of town. It's a little sunnier today, not as overcast. You do see some some clouds on the horizon. It might get worse on later. But you guys march about a mile, getting into the forest. You can see the tracks here are heavier, so you must be getting closer. However, give me a marching order here, please.
I'll go first.
I am not in front.
I'll be in the middle.
Okay. So as you guys are following Sev'Ren through this forest, he does... Give me one sec here, I gotta check on something that I should have checked on earlier. It's Yankee, yes? Doesn't matter. Brian,
Hey,
Yankee?
you're Gith Yankee, right? Not Zaria?
Yeah, Gith Yankee.
Okay.
Josh,
Okay.
do I know the command word for my fucking fire charge?
You do.
Just
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you both know your command words. But as you guys are... Go ahead. You do not. No, you don't even know what your pretty rock does. It is very pretty, though. But as you guys are marching through, Seven kind of raises his great sword to just like pull some trees out of the way as you guys kind of step in. And as he does so, he falls like flat on his face, unconscious.
Unconscious?
Unconscious.
Oh fuck.
Great.
Can I grab his leg and pull him backwards?
Yeah, as you like reach forward and grab his leg, Temerity, you watch as Immeth falls slumping over him, also unconscious.
And then he immediately backs up 5 feet.
You make it about 3 feet before you also fall unconscious.
Okay.
And in record
All right.
time, you guys finish your session 0.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That was
We did it!
all right. Yay.
All right. All right, let me
sweet.
go get Kirk, I guess.
Yep.
Congratulations on destroying that ogre.